swear we gotta stop meeting like this. Huh. What's going on, truck buddies? Airborne trucker. Checking on from Jacksonville. Heading on down to Frostproof, man. I'm not getting a late start because this is what time I planned on leaving anyway. So time I had planned on leaving. Get there, get checked in. Check on my trailer. Get trekked in and get ready for it in the morning. When I get there, what I'll do is I'll take off all my straps. Depending if it's raining or not. If it's raining, I'm gonna wait till in the morning. But when I get there, take all my straps off, leave a couple bungees, and I'll pull the tarps in the morning. Yep, I should know. Uneventful weekend. Of course, my wife drugged me down. I ain't gonna say she drugged me because I drove. Went down to Tampa Hard Rock. Tried to become some millionaires. And of course, I'm here, so that didn't work out too well. But did that, got back this morning, did some pressure washing, get the HOA off my back, so that's done. Guess I could have came back some more. It's all good though. Always like to watch my trailer air up and make sure ain't no leaks or nothing. Yep, like I said, everything was uneventful. It's all good. Enjoy the weekend. You know, I was pretty decent. I mean, I didn't like the fact that I had to pressure wash today, but I found a pressure washer freaking at the pawn shop for 65 bucks. Now, I was gonna go out and buy one. The one I was looking at was like 200 bucks. So when my wife was going to physical therapy, I seen a pawn shop. So I'm gonna go in there and just walk around for shits and giggles. Walked in there. So not only did I get a pressure washer, I also got a daggone leaf blower, air blower, or air vacuum, whatever you want to call it, for $35. So out the door, I got my pressure washer, which is just a step down from the one I was going to get, but it saved me like 100 bucks at least. And I got my blower for 120 bucks for a 6-month warranty. I got a $5 warranty for 3 months on the blower, and then it was $6 for the pressure washer. Now, I've got my money's worth. I've already used it. I'll upload that video separate from this. But I started at 9, I finished at 2. Now, it shouldn't have took me that long, but I didn't have the right tools for the job. But given the circumstances, I wasn't buying anything extra or spending any extra money. All right, so spent my 65 bucks, got my pressure washer, electric. It's a Greenworks, I think it's 1800 PSI. So that's why it took a little while too. Usually want to get, I think like the professional, I think it's like 3000 PSI, 3000 or above PSI. Now you'll notice a difference when you start spraying. But like I said, but given my budget and what I was trying to do, that 65 bucks, hey, it worked for me. You know, it leaks a little bit on the handle, but that's pretty much about it. So somebody probably just ran across a hard time and just needed a few bucks. Trailer slowly airing up. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Hopefully it's uneventful. Hey man, that's why we do it though, man. This is why we do it. You know, it's the hardest part of the week, you know, is leaving. But like I always say, you leave early to come back early in theory. So usually you get back at a decent hour on Friday. So I hear everything airing up, that's good. Man, tell you what, that pressure washer wore me out, man. Like I said, man, we got the right tools for the job. Like they got like an actual scrubber or something like that. I could have paid somebody to do it, but I didn't have the time. So like I said, once I ran across the pressure washer, I just went in and bought it and did it myself. You know? So that's airing up pretty good. It's got 221 miles, man. They call it a 4-hour ride. Get you around about 10 or whatever. Like I said, you get there, drop your trailer, you bobtail back to the front, you check in at 6, and hope for the best. Like I said, if I get unloaded before 12 o'clock, it's a freaking win. If not, then it is what it is. But that's enough of that. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, and we're gonna see y'all down at Frostproof. Alright, man, we're back at it again. What's going on, truck buddies? Airborne Trucker checking in from Frostproof, Florida. Load distribution center. So you gotta love how they load this stuff sometimes, man. I got 2 here in the front. Just have a piece of mind. I put 2 straps on that. Now there's some styrofoam on one of those sides, and they just load stuff so crazy, man. They do the bellies for you, which is good. Now, I'm gonna show y'all something right quick. When I do my straps, of course I go down, I run it through through here, but I fold it, all right? I fold it because when you tighten it, don't take you forever to tighten it. When you just run it through the winch down, and you tighten by hand, it takes you forever to tighten it, and it never really gets tight. Now they're both right, but this one just takes too long. I did that when I was new, so they already did those. I'm not redoing them, but it takes you forever to tighten those. That's why I was go through the winch and do a S strap, S fold, excuse me. 1 stack of roll roofing. You got that. That should have been in the front. You know, like I say, man, some of these jokers ain't played Tetris growing up. They probably know what Tetris is. But 1 tarp, luckily, I was able to turn in my bad tarp, and I got one of my old tarps that I had on the last one, and I grabbed that one because when you turn in your tarps, man, they're not marked. So you got a 50-50 crapshoot of getting a bad tarp, because drivers put them in the wrong spot. Now the reason why the drivers put in the wrong spot, they're not marked. So they're fussing about tarps not being in the right spot, but it's not marked. So use about every winch on here. Well, yeah, I want to say that's the foam right here. So you got to be careful when you tighten that down. It's crazy, man. Yeah, 2 of these. Gonna head up to Vidalia, Georgia, 350 miles. I actually I gotta look at the traffic. I could probably go by the house to go that way. If I can go down 75, it just depends on the traffic between I-75 and I-4. So I'm gonna see which is the lesser of the 2 evils. Because no matter what, man, it's gonna be an S show, man. It's lunchtime just about, and I'm trying to get out of Florida. So, yeah, man. It was empty. You can call it first thing this morning because my appointment went till 12 o'clock. Yeah, appointment went until 12 o'clock. So I got empty. I was empty at 8 o'clock. So you gotta take the trade-off. You don't have to go anywhere to pick up. Yeah, it pays subpar, but hey man, whatever. So we're gonna get on down the road to Vidalia, Georgia. That Lowe's, they have parking. All I gotta do is go around to the back. My appointment's for 7 o'clock tomorrow. Get up around about 6 or so, snatch the tarp off, and let's see what happens. I guess they're building on to this distribution center. It's huge, man. They got construction going on everywhere. So I guess they're expanding their operations. All right, truck buddies, we'll see you in Georgia. All right, so Vidalia, Georgia, man. It's 8 o'clock. I got here around about 5. Went ahead and took my straps off. I pulled the tarp in the morning. The roll-up door's right there. Got a check-in back here. Pretty decent area. Got a few hotels around. I actually got a Walmart over here. I'm gonna walk to this Walmart and grab some breakfast stuff while I got time before it gets dark. Head on back. It's not bad though. Vidalia, Georgia, man. Morning, truck buddies. Airborne Trucker checking in from Vidalia, Georgia. So that was uneventful. Now that's a pretty nice situated Lowe's. Where I parked that last night, park off to the left. It's dummy proof. They got a damn box that you stop in. I've only seen like a handful done like that. But the guy was like, yeah, just pull around the corner to your back of the trailer. It's to the end of the building. So once I pulled around, I was looking to get situated, and I seen this little box. I was like, I'm pretty sure I gotta be in this box right here. And sure enough, he came back around and said, hey, just pull forward, get closer to that line and back up. I'll tell you when to stop. Did that. Hey, when you're unloading and loading somewhere, you gotta be very careful. Now that forklift driver dropped a damn bundle of lumber. I don't know how, I don't know what happened. I just happened to turn my back and look up, and it fell. Now the forklift was having problems. Now this is why you gotta, always keep your head on the swivel and not be in the loading area while you're getting loaded or unloaded. He was lowering the forks and it kept jumping. So I'm guessing that there gotta be something done to it. It probably needs to be serviced. Something's probably low on hydraulic fluid, because once he pushed on the accelerator, you could hear it, it'll go down and it wouldn't bounce. But yeah, so he dropped that one bundle, and I guess he's got a habit of doing some janky stuff, because the guy was like, damn it, Earl. So I'm pretty sure that's not the first time he's done that. But hey man, we all make things happen, so that's a lot of 2x4s, man, to pick up by hand and reband it. But gotta be more careful. So where I'm at, I like betting. Y'all know me. I'm a betting man. I'm a gambling man. So I'm gonna bet on more lumber. It's like 3 lumber places where I'm close to. I'll say lumber, then shingles. I'm about 80 miles, 100 miles from Savannah. So, but I'm gonna bet on that. I'm gonna bet on some more wood. Pause. But yeah, they're about to pick up that one bundle of lumber right now. Man, it's gonna be a bear, man. It's like made about 200 pieces. So you gotta recoup it and rebundle it. So I guess it is what it is, man. But yeah, we're gonna wait, man. Let's see what happens, man. I'm like I said, I'm betting on lumber, man. Could be wrong, but it won't be the first time. And it begins. That's a hard pass for me, dog. I'm gonna sit here and eat some breakfast. Ridiculous with a capital R. All right, things to remember when you pass on a load or you refuse a load or anything like that. Now, the reason why I didn't accept that load is because, one, the amount of work that was going to go into that load of going to the port and all the extra BS that goes with it. All right. So it's a lot of time-consuming steps in that process for that load. Now, I'll say 9 times out of 10. I can't say 10 times out of 10 because, of course, I'm always wrong. Not always, I'm wrong sometimes. But it was delivering to Cartersville. In theory, I should go to Gerdau after I deliver that load. But who knows? But when you pass on a load, so now you gotta wait. You gotta wait till things circle back around to you. Now it's a good chance. It's still a 50-50 chance that you get the same load. All right. You might get something different. You might get something that pays less, something that pays more. Like I said, it's not only about the revenue, just the amount of work that's going to go and put into that, that load for the day, for it to be first thing in the morning and got offered some borderline trash. I'll just call it like that, but it is what it is, man. So it's only been about 45 minutes. So probably about within the next 30 minutes, I'll get offered something else, if then. And we'll go from there. Like, so I'm gonna eat my breakfast, man. I would rather haul shingles for that same amount, a lot less work. You gotta wait to get loaded, but it's a lot less work. So, but then get offered shingles. So we're gonna see what else is gonna circle back around to me, if not the same load. 1 hour later. All right, so I call it 45 minutes later. I got this one. Going to Macon, go back to Florida. Now, in theory, I wouldn't want to go back to Florida, but this one pays twice as much from the first load, and it should be a lot less of a headache. I think I've been here before. I can't remember. I can't remember. That sounds familiar. But yeah, going to Hood Distribution, 7806 Apopka Boulevard, before 10. I can't remember. I think I've been here before too. I gotta look at my notes. But like I said, sometimes it pays to wait, man. It's just a slight inconvenience, but sometimes you gotta push back a little bit. Like I said, the amount of work that I had to do for the pay, it wasn't worth it. I mean, everybody's got a job to do. The load planners got to get the loads out. But I'd have to, that's a hard pass for me. But I'll be back in Florida, and I'm pretty sure, well, we'll worry about that when we get to it. It'll be something out of Jacksonville, or it might go to Certainty. All right, trip buddies, here we go. so I got some dumb luck. I delivered first thing this morning. I had read some of the reviews about the place. They say they start around about 8. They do their trucks first. So I got there around about 8:30. Got unloaded within an hour. Drove back pretty much the same way I came, 30 miles, to get some potting soil. All right. Going to Columbia, South Carolina for tomorrow. Now, sometimes you got to pick and choose your battles. So I already knew I wasn't going to get too much of nothing delivering back in Florida on a Wednesday. So the first thing I got, hey, I just took it and rode on out. I wasn't going to sit up there and argue or try to find something else for what it's paying and where I'm going and what it is. So it worked out. Another truck buddy, he's going to Buford. And then another guy behind me, I don't know where he was going. I'll talk to him whenever he gets checked in. But it's a big old dust pit. And of course, got the truck wash. It ain't clean no more, but hey, you just get your credit and you keep it moving. So hopefully, if I can get there at a decent hour, I might try to stop by and see my mom. Because, I mean, to be right there and not see my mom, I'd be kind of, I don't know what word I'm looking for. I'm trying to stop by and see her, at least, give her a call, since it's Mother's Day weekend. But like I said, I'll be fairly close to my mom's house. So let's go ahead and get this stuff loaded and get on down the road. All right, so much for that truck wash. I haven't had mulch in a long time, man, but it's very simple, man. 2 straps, alternate straps, dummy strap. Try to center it over the pallet, tighten it down as much as possible. Since I got one here, I put a twist in that one, a half twist. So I have 1 strap per, 2 on the back. Just keep an eye on that on the way down the road. Don't drive crazy, you'll be fine. It's a daggone dust pit out here. Yeah, if you've never been here before, you pull in, you pull off to the left, you go stop by the scale, you check in, and you follow. It's a big old circle. Big old circle. So the Home Depot, the Lowe's that I'm going to, they have parking. I'm gonna park there. I'm gonna be 16 miles from my mom's house. The only problem is gonna be getting her kind of late, but we'll see. That's easy money, man. Damn, 70 bucks down the drain, man. But it don't matter, I got my credit. That's all that matters. Hey man, that's some daggone dumb luck. So I got here about 7:30. I got here 7:45. So I seen someone on the forklift, didn't think nothing of it. All I did was I pulled to the back. I pulled out to the side. I didn't see her pointing. I didn't know if she was pointing at me or not to pull forward. But I was pulled off to the side. I started taking my straps off. She's like, I can't unload you right there. So I'm sorry. I said, I didn't know you was gonna unload me. So yeah, go pull to the other side of the parking lot. Hey, sweet. So, needless to say, I got unloaded. Now, the only thing that sucks is I've only got a little bit of time. I think I can do a pause, do a 2-hour break. So in about another hour, I can leave. I think I have like an hour left or something like that. I only need 30 minutes to get to the terminal and park. And I'm not gonna violate my time. That's just crazy. So I'm gonna wait the hour, get situated, go to the terminal, park, and semi-empty in the morning. Like I said, man, this is a win right here, man. Like I said, this week right here is going pretty decent, man. So it's not bad at all, man. Can't beat it, man. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to get unloaded. I thought I was gonna get unloaded in the morning. So a win's a win. All right, so I did my 2-hour break. Got an hour and 10 minutes back. And And that's all I need, man. I need 30 minutes to get to the terminal and shut down, man. So, hey, it was a productive night, productive day. So we're gonna see what happens next. See you in the morning, truck buddies. Morning, truck buddies. Everyone trucker checking in from Columbia, South Carolina. So, hey, it rained last night, so guess what? My Peter's clean. Now, when I got here last night, there was a truck here, there was a truck there. Hey, I'm telling you, no matter who you drive for, man, you got a damn terminal that you can park at. That's your safest place to park, man. Like, there's a pilot like a mile and a half down the road. Nope. I ain't got to worry about getting backed into. I ain't got to worry about trying to find parking or making a parking spot. Just park here at the terminal, man. That's just me personally. If I stayed in Columbia or if I stayed fairly close, I'll park my truck at the terminal for the weekend. Because one, you're not paying for it. Two, if anything happens, it's at the company, you know. But I'm gonna walk inside here. There's one trailer here that's preloaded, and it'll be my luck. It's probably going to like Texas or something. But yeah, man, anytime you can get unloaded early, man, you always get unloaded early. Now I can count on one hand how many times I've been unloaded early. I've been working at TMC a little over 4 years, and I can count on one hand how many times I've been unloaded at night or, you know, after hours. One time was in Home Depot in New York. It's another time at Home Depot in New York. And they was, you know, very happy about it. One time on a Sunday when I left out the house, I think somewhere in Georgia, and then last night. Like I say, anytime you got opportunity to unload early or get unloaded, you get unloaded. Now, there's one trailer here. I want to see where it's going, just for shits and giggles. Legit tarp job. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Lady Lake, Florida. Now, let's see, 34997. There's a lot of paperwork in here, but I don't see no trailers. Here's another one. There's one for a Popka. There's one for Frostproof. The Ridge Apartments. That's a job site. That one's gone. There's no paperwork for that one. So I would definitely say no to that one. Yeah, all those are gone. $34997. Let's see if that's over there. Let's see. I bet it's not. A lot of times drivers leave without taking the damn paperwork. There's literally only one trailer over here. Let's see what we got. Yep, 34997. Picking this one up? Is this one you? Yeah.
No, that's the one I dropped.
Okay. I'm just waiting on the load. That's all. Yeah. I don't know. I ain't been dispatched yet. I'm just trying to see if there's anything here to let my fleet manager know to get me back to Florida. Now I'm just gonna try to see if there's anything here that'll get me back to Florida. That's all.
Oh yeah, I'm one of the people that dropped the like GP lots.
Okay.
Thing. That's the one I dropped yesterday.
Okay.
I'm just taking this. This is not yours, right?
No. I'm on the yard. Yeah.
Right.
I'm just wondering. I appreciate it. Yes, I might inquire about that one, depending on what options they give me if I get anything. But I'm glad it rained last night. Like I said, got all that damn dust off the damn truck. But yeah, man, always park at the damn terminal, man. People are worried about the terminal, but you do your job, you ain't got nothing to worry about. If you're gonna get routed to the terminal, they're gonna route you to the terminal regardless. You could be 1,000 miles from the terminal and they'll route you to a terminal. So do what you're supposed to do, it's not gonna matter. But like I said, when all else fails, I'd rather park at the terminal, man. Guaranteed parking, and your truck shouldn't get hit. So 34997. He said he dropped that one yesterday. So I don't know. Yeah, just depend on what I get offered. You know. Lady Lake, Florida. I have no idea where the hell that's at. It's all good. A little after 8. Now what's happening is, like I always say, the drivers that are furthest away from the house, they focus on those drivers first. And you need directional freight. So I'll inquire about that trailer here in a minute, depending on what I get dispatched on. Free parking, man, you gotta love it. I know other folks might say otherwise, but I prefer free parking. All right, now we wait. Hey, like I say, when you think you know, you don't know. So of course, the trailer I have that looks so nice and pretty is overdue for service. So it's 6,000 miles overdue. So I gotta drop this off, and then I'm going to damn, I'm pretty sure CMC Steel say they got a load going to Jacksonville. So in theory, that's closer than Lady Lake, Florida. Excuse me. It's close to Wildwood. I looked on the map. So probably gonna get some steel and see how the rest of this day loads out, man. Like I say, you can't beat it, man. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. And this week I've been able to be the hammer and bang it out. All right, so yeah, CMC Steel. Now I thought about it. It is by appointment. So when you get here, you want to get here. You want to time it just right. Like I said, my appointment was for 12 o'clock. Got about 11:20, give or take, and I checked in. Checked in, and of course it's a line of trucks. Everybody's back here. When I pulled up, I'm like, dang, ain't nobody here. Everybody's back here getting loaded. All right, so I'm actually getting 50-foot angle iron. Now the TMC here in front of me, he's got a 53 flat. Now the 53 flat ain't too bad. They ride pretty decent. The winches on there are kind of jacked up, but I had a 53 flat. I think year before last when I was pulling with John Deere, I had a support load that went out to Washington. But like I said, they're not too bad. But you gotta have, if you're pulling that 53 flat, you better make sure you got your permit going to Florida, man, because I heard there been sticklers here recently. All right. But 50-foot angle iron, I got I said 630. 6:30 appointment tomorrow. No big deal. Swinging by the house, stop by the house. The place has parking, but it has room for, I think, 2 trucks, 3 trucks at the most. But I literally got to go by the house. I'm going to get a shower and I'm going to get a hot meal. So that's how that's going to work. But yeah, man, 50-foot angle iron, no tarp. Gotta love it. Yeah, follow signs of yellow loading zone. When I seen no tarp, I assumed I was gonna go to the red zone. The red zone is out that way. See, now check this out. Now receiving hours on here says 8 to 2. My appointment is for 6:30. So let's see how this goes. But either or, I don't care. I'll be there first thing. And get unloaded. Once I get unloaded, I'll head back to the house. Cause I'm pretty sure by the time I get unloaded, usually, there's not gonna be anybody in office just yet. But get back. Yeah. Mother's Day weekend, I gotta buy some stuff. I gotta buy some flowers. I already got a card. I got a card when I stopped in Vidalia. So got the card, grabbed some flowers, and trying to think. Probably get my wife some scratch offs. That's it, man. That's $100 right there. So enough of that. All right, truck buddies. I've got 1, 2. They said they're gonna pull me in first before they're pulling those guys. So I think I'm gonna go first, and then they're gonna pull in behind me. That's either, what that specializer boats. I only say that because they got the beacon light on top of their truck. So that's either a boat guy or a specialized guy. But I'm pretty sure it's specialized because the freight's kind of dry. And I had reached out to specialized, to the fleet manager. I said, hey, if you get a spot that comes open, just remember me. Just don't forget about me. But I was talking to another guy that's been on it for a little bit. He said it's still kind of slow, and they're probably not gonna pick up anybody till maybe next year, which is fine. I always leave places on good terms. Like even when I did boats for a little bit, I left on good terms. So I can do anything in the company. I've done everything in the company, so I've just do it the right way, man. That's the only thing you can ask, man. Just do it the right way, and you ain't gotta worry about nothing. But enough rambling. I'm ready for some breakfast. Actually, it's almost lunchtime. I haven't had breakfast. So, all right, truck buddies. Now we wait. Well, there we have it. Some 50-foot angle iron. So 6:30 appointment tomorrow. Get up bright and early. Get this load off, get reloaded, and get the weekend started. Very productive week, and I'm grateful for it. Very grateful for it. I guess I could have came back some more. Not too bad. Go ahead and get me a shower, watch the playoffs, and we'll try it again tomorrow. All right, truck buddies. See you in the morning. tell you, man, everything happens on a Friday. So now I'm regretting not filling up yesterday. When I should have just went ahead and did it. I should have stopped one more time, filled up, and been done with it. So of course now, the majority of Jacksonville is out of power, has no electricity. So I'm at damn Pilot, fuel lights on. It's been on for a minute, and I gotta fill up. So I'm not gonna take that chance of trying to ride another 40 miles with the light on. I ain't gonna do that, because to the next Pilot is things like 35 miles, give or take. Now, if I felt down, it ain't worth it now. Because all it takes is you got a call talking about you damn ran out of fuel. No bueno, man. So, I guess I'm gonna sit here and wait. Should have been home before lunchtime, man. I'd have been home about 10:30. I delivered and drove a mile and a half to go get insulation. And it's an S show right now. I heard a boom. Didn't think nothing of it. So that boom was the power going out. All right, so just gonna sit here and wait, man. See how long this takes. So I'm pretty sure, even if I don't think there's no power at the house either. So it kind of wouldn't even matter if I would have went home. Oh well. Oh well. Like I said, always on a Friday, man. But I think there was a tree that went down on the road or something. I couldn't see it. I seen it at the last minute. So I was trying to holler on the CB. I was like, hey, that right lane's blocked, and then if you've been to Jacksonville, it's only a 2-lane interstate. Once you get on 295, well, let's see, it's 2 lanes for a minute, then it opens up to 3 lanes once you get towards I-10. But it's the point of trying to get to that. Like I said, with no power, nobody knows how to drive. When you go to a stop, an intersection that has no power, it's like a 4-way stop. You stop, you proceed. They can't even do that right. So, whatever, man. I'm sitting here and wait. See how long this takes. I've been here 15 minutes already. And I am 8 miles from the house. All right, man. I'm telling you, man, when things happen, it's always on a Friday. Now, it's 1:45. I should have been home at like 11:30. But the power went out. The power went out at Holcomb. All right, so I was wondering why it was taking so long to get my paperwork. But, they had lost power. I think the majority of Jacksonville had lost power. So what, okay, so I didn't think nothing of it. I got my paperwork, so I said, damn, I got to go fill up because I didn't fill up last night and I didn't fill up this morning. All right, so, of course, get there to go fill up. Truck stop don't have no power. There wasn't no power across the street. There wasn't no power at the racetrack, because I would have just took that L, took $30 and put some diesel in here and went on to the house. But 2 hours later, I got filled up. Now I was still waiting for the power to come back on. Actually, I was getting ready to reserve a spot. I said, the hell with it. I'll reserve a spot. I'm in a parking spot, and I'll just go home and park the truck there and come back Sunday to move. But the power had came back on. Now another truck buddy that came over, he needed fuel. He said his light just came on, and I was telling him, I said, if your light just came on, I said you might be able to make it, because he was trying to get down to Baldwin. That was his next fuel stop. I think he was going home too. But he's like, no, I don't want to take no chances. So yeah, I understand that. So I was getting ready to reserve the spot, and I was like, well, let me go walk up here one more time and see if the electricity came back on. And sure enough, the power came back on. Now, usually, like if you go somewhere like the Pilot or the Flying J, and if the pumps are down, like i.e. the power goes out, once the power comes back on, it takes about 30 minutes. The guy was saying 30 minutes for the system, to do whatever and get situated. So, like I said, 2 hours later altogether, man, I made it back to the house. Now, I picked up 2 miles from my drop. Now, I'm pretty much used to getting insulation on a Friday. Hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, when it's first thing in the morning, hey, they got a big order. Hey, just take the load, pause, and go on about your business. Like I said, I should have been home around about 11:30, but still not bad though. I'm gonna beat my wife home, grab flowers, and figure out what we're gonna do for Mother's Day. So, all my truck buddies, the women that are on the channel, hey, make sure you don't do nothing. Make sure your significant other takes care of you, and all that good stuff for Mother's Day. I gotta call my mom. Gotta do something for my wife, and go from there. Won't be doing too much. Now I gotta go to Savannah. Now I got stuck with another late appointment. It's a 1 o'clock appointment. But I think it's a job site, but it's going to like a mall. But I think it said something about a Kroger. But I'll leave it enough time to go up there, scope out the scene, and hey, I might park there. If not, I'll just try to find somewhere fairly close and shut down. There's quite a few places I can park at. I think they're in Savannah. If not, I'll stop at the rest area. Ain't no big deal. Now, another thing I forgot to do, I forgot to log my duty time for my fueling. So I'm doing that right now, logging 10, 15 minutes of fueling. But I was just kind of, man, I'm telling you, man, when things happen, it's always on a Friday, man. But I got fuel, and I'm not going to do that again. I promise you. I'm not going to do that again. I get down to a quarter of a tank, filling up. Like I said, I should have just filled up last night instead of down being hard-headed, But like I said, go swing by the house, give Junior a bath, since I don't think it's going to rain anymore. Give him a bath, put some lotion on him, and put him up. I might do some edging today. See if I can get home back at a decent hour. Do some edging. Do my review of my Husqvarna 330 LE, I think, with the edging attachment. I got to figure out how to use that edger because it's kicking my butt. I hooked it up and it wasn't adjusted correctly, so of course I couldn't edge it. So go back and do that. I might do that today. I might run the lawnmower over the yard too, just to see how it looks. But man, I hate parking outside. I really do. I'm using my wireless mic. I use it off and on. Sometimes the sound picks up pretty good. Sometimes it doesn't. I know with the wind blowing, sometimes it kind of messes with the audio. But hopefully everybody had a productive week. This was a great week. Like I said, great week, but a very productive week. 36, 47. I'll do a few more minutes. But very productive, man. Like I say, sometimes you're the hammer and sometimes you're the nail. This week, I was doing all the banging. I was the hammer. All right, so that's it, truck buddies. Like I said, I do appreciate, but I want to thank everybody for rocking with me that tunes in faithfully, all my day ones, all my new subscribers. Hey, we appreciate you, man. Like I say, man, this is just my journey while I'm here at TMC. Now, this might encourage you to apply for TMC. It might not. And that's what it's about. You might be able to find some insight about this company from my experience that you may or may not like. Some things that they might not work for you. You might, go with another company. That's okay. That's what it's about. I don't push referrals. I know if I've ran into drivers that said they came here because of me and I ain't get a referral. It's all good. It's no big deal. If I get one, I get one, but it's no big deal. But enjoy your weekend, truck buddies, when you get to it. Make sure you take care of all the special moms in your life. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Happy Mother's Day. Airborne Trucker signing off.